Hello, DDLC community, and welcome back to Talking Doki. Woo! I'm your host, Plato, coming to you live after way too long of a hiatus. I'm very excited to be back and do this again. Now, no, I am not dead, and no, South did not replace me. I'm more entertaining than her anyway. Shush. Anyway, how are you folks? How's everyone doing? So tonight, it's been quite some time, dude fair what? About, yeah, too long. I sound like good. I'm glad to know that that I sound exactly as you dreamed, because I am the leprechaun of your dreams. Alright. Now, well, as always with me is our shameless self-promoter and wannabe Metal Gear Slayer. Snake, how you doing, chum?
I'm all right. I'm good.
Yeah, excited to be back.
Oh, dude, it's been way too long, and we definitely missed you on the last one, so it's good to have you back.
No, it obviously wasn't as good without me. Hey, don't say anything.
Debatable.
My ego needs it.
Debatable, but whatever.
Alright. As always, we can never forget our very special Kiwi we have here. With a beard worth looting and cheating on, please welcome our Lord of Iran.
Hey, hold on. Fucking cheating on?
It's okay, don't worry about it. I mean, it's like, your beard is like something like you'd have a one-night stand with. You know, it's not something you get in a committed relationship. You don't want to be committed to it, but it's like, yeah, that's a beard. That's a beard I'd feel of. Yeah.
Boy, I take luxurious care of my beard here. I will not sit here for you fucking assaults my beard.
How are you doing, Lord?
Girls, you're both pretty. Now shut up and move on.
But I'm prettier. All right. How you
Oh,
doing?
I was doing alright until I had my beard insulted, but holy crap, a fucking month-long hiatus finally reaches its conclusion.
Just about a month. Yeah, it was.
Over a month, actually.
No, maybe I don't know, but yeah. Let's get the last one in here.
Yes. So
Let's get her in here. Whoever she is.
With all the important people out of the way. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Fucking hear
I know. Okay, I forget you're right here. Fuck. All right. Okay. Please welcome the lass who literally carries my gaming channel as the source of entertainment. Our HR/bouncer, Southern Light. Say hi, South.
What up, fuckers? That's me. And just for all you people who can't see me, I just want you to know that I'm dabbing right now, so you're welcome.
She is dabbing.
Can I go ahead and
Really
just
forward,
like?
but,
Can we kick her for dabbing?
Nope.
No,
South, you're off the team. Like, you're gone.
She is the bouncer HR. She kicks you out.
I am.
It's like you show that image of like, you know, the SpongeBob meme. It's like, do you want us to send you to HR? And it's that big bulky dude around the corner.
Like literally, it's like, what? Do you want to file a complaint with HR? That's me.
So can I just say to the chat real quick, yes, it's been a long time. For one thing, yes, he was overseas. Our little leprechaun was back at home for a little while. And then the three of us, between myself, P, and South, we were all moving back into college. So we needed to get back into the swing of school, and now it's just, we're happy to be back.
In the game. At least if you burn me, I get to come. Oh my god, don't give her that opportunity. Okay, so, let's get back to the subject.
It's weird.
Yes, back to...
Let's get this shindig on the road. Right, so, start off with our news segment, as usual, with the RDDLC subreddit. Please welcome the sub-moderator, Stu Art. Stu, welcome.
Hi, Stu, coming back for seconds.
SMH my head.
Hi, Stu.
How you doing?
Doing all right.
That's very dope. Alright. Let's get this on the road, because a lot's happened since the last show to tell the people about. So, let's
A
start
fair
off
amount.
with something that usually gets delayed. The satisfaction survey.
It's just a pity.
You're well, okay. The August survey actually came out on time.
It was quite impressive.
Well,
Yeah, that was actually really
Really-
cool of you guys. To
I
do
gave
that.
it 72-hour time span originally, and it did take a few days past that. But
it was the closest
when
it's
you're
on.
when
It's a
you're
new
using
record.
the 4 months late MDS as your benchmark, yeah, it came out.
was gonna say,
earlier
surprised.
than expected.
Surprised that this didn't come out February next year.
Or on the anniversary of Doki Doki.
On the 2-year anniversary.
Alright, so back to the survey. What would you say the general response and results of that have been? Like, what have you got from it?
Generally, people were fine with the status quo, with a couple exceptions. People did say that there were too many items in Rule 1B, so we paired about 10 of them from that. People also said that they would be okay with requiring fan art submissions to be direct links to the source page, but I think that there was some confusion between people over what that meant after the survey results were out. Fort made this big post arguing about that, and after some discussions between the mod team, we have decided that even though a majority of survey respondents were in favor of that, it won't be happening.
Sounds like that was a small portion, correct? That
Huh?
initially.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, well, that's something to keep in mind. But it sounds like the overall results were pretty decent.
Mhm.
Now.
Oh, also
Let's-
everyone agreed that the Reddit redesign sucked.
Oh yeah, everyone
Reddit.
agrees.
Oh, everybody hates it.
Dude, that is a given.
Fuck that.
So yeah, on that matter, actually, well, that's irrelevant here. But let's get into the bread and butter of the matter here, though. Owen, will he eat the sock? Why don't you tell people who might
Fucking
not
better
know?
after making such a big deal about it.
Okay, so you know what we should do? For the next episode, we should interview Owain
While he eats the sock?
Yes.
I'd be down to watch that.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the
You
thing.
brought this on yourself, Owain.
I don't want the poor guy to choke. But so an alternate, he could get like a clean baby sock and then soak it in whiskey and then just chew it a bunch.
Soaking in whiskey. This poor
sounds
kid's like
rather,
15 and it's
Oh.
like
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't
15.
know that.
That
Hey,
sounds
hey,
rather
hey.
illegal.
I got it at 15. I used whiskey for toothaches.
Oh my god. This is
I
not.
mean,
No,
fucking-
this is not medically advised.
Shaking my
Hot
ass and
toddies.
Tell
Drink your hot
that
toddy.
to parents back in the day when they gave that to their teeny babies.
But yes, Owain, we are going to expect you to be eating the sock when we interview you.
Alright. Now, hello, suicidal text. The show is what's up. So, there has been talk now. So there's been talk about implementing themes for specific days of the week, such as a Meme Monday, High Effort Tuesday, and whatnot. Would you like to fill us
Yay.
in on that a little more?
So, High Effort Tuesday, basically the idea is that we, every other week we replace NPT with the High Effort Tuesday, and so memes or shit posts of any sort would be disallowed. OC fan art would be allowed. Found fan art would not be allowed. So, hopefully just clear all the gunk from the sub for a single day every 2 weeks, and that got majority approval in the subreddit satisfaction survey, and also in the follow-up SSS, if I can pull the results of that up really quickly. Do still need to release these results, but people did say that they wanted...
Those are gonna come out February.
February
Can we
30th.
just open a bidding pool for the surveys?
For that, 44.6% of people wanted it to replace NPT every other week. 32.7% wanted it to be held on a different day concurrent with NPT, so NPT would still be every week. And 10.9% gave no opinion, and everyone else gave some other response.
Honestly, if I can chime in on this, I didn't have a problem with NPT until people just found loopholes with it, because wasn't the original intent to give writers the credit that they deserve, and people then make videos and all these sorts of other content besides memes, right?
That was the intent of it. It does work out pretty well with videos, but unfortunately, we can lead a horse to fan fiction. We can't make people drink it.
I've never heard anything more true.
Sad as it is, yeah. Unless
not
unless you're Twixter or Tactical. But I digress.
I mean, even their posts don't normally make the front page. They have a following mainly because of how long and how consistently they've been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to work a lot harder at it.
I need to get back into.
Yeah.
I've got something else in the works. I need to get back into
So-
it. But
The banned memes thread, basically, we would allow any meme that violates Rule 1B to be posted in this, and that's something that we should start within the next couple of weeks. We're still working on finalizing exactly how that would work. A plurality of people in the follow-up survey said that they had no opinion on when it should be held, but a plurality of those who had an opinion said that it should be on Monday, so that will probably be when it ends up being on. Besides, Meme Monday is like...
Yeah.
It has the alliteration.
If I may, real quick, somebody in the chat, Watme's actually made an excellent point. Don't you think people might find loopholes in this just as much as they did in NPT?
In the High Effort Tuesday?
Well, in any of the whatever.
Oh, any given
Like,
kind of
people are
topic
going to
day.
find loopholes. Like, do you think it's going to be a lot harder for high?
I mean, it's like Mod Team has the final say on whether something is allowed or not. So
I think
we can
you guys,
arbitrarily strike down any attempted loopholes.
I think what you should try to do is just make sure you're clear enough with, you know, your descriptions and your rules and your explanations so that people can, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
give them a
We-
clearer understanding of what you're doing for that event.
Yeah, we'll try and have like example posts, I think, but we will have a catch-all clause. If it doesn't fit under any of the other qualifications for what a shitpost is, but we still think it's a shitpost, we still reserve the right to nuke that post. So
Very true.
That's very true.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now let's see. So this next question. So this subject matter has died down a little, but people are still asking questions about the Discord. So a bit back, Discord dropped the sudden bomb that partner channels couldn't have non-secure content and all that. We had polls among the community and votes among the mods on what we were going to drop in the partnership or not for a variety, of reasons that we thought. The results leaned on dropping the partnership if it came down to it, but we decided to wait for a response from Discord. And It's been because you asked it. You asked a question, and it's been what?
Plato, you might want to balance the music out.
It's been months, so
It's been months.
they
What's
left
the status? What do you mean balance out the music? Turn it down.
they left me on
Music
reading.
is louder than the voice, is what somebody's saying. So
Alrighty. Fixed.
They left me on read, and so I'm at this point I'm not expecting a response from them. I could contact them again, but at this point I kind of don't really care enough about the partnership for that to be worthwhile. Also,
I mean, it's a shame, but at the same time, it's like
I'm fine with it. I don't like
only
the idea of bending
32%
down
of the
for
sub.
Discord.
only 32% of the sub is even in the Discord, and according to the SSS results, and I think that is slightly over-reported because some people are still confusing us with the Doki Doki fan club at Discord, which we're
Yep.
not.
Yes.
I mean, how? For one thing.
Well, they started first, and we're got.
That's part of it. They are still linked on our sidebar. Not as prominently, I wouldn't think, as our Discord is, but some people still seem to be confused. That reminds me, I need to poke Latandis about adding a button next to the announcements to join the Discord.
Alright, well, I mean, in fairness, fan club had Dan Salvato join at some point. He never really goes on there, but Dan Salvato was on there supposedly. But that's a side point.
and now the music is barely audible.
You know, people are never happy. What do you want from me?
There we go, that's good.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty right, well.
Yeah,
Any
it's a
last
bit
words
tricky
for the
finding the
community,
right
Stu?
levels.
Stuart?
Stu?
Huh?
Any last words you'd like to give the community?
It's me.
Oh, we didn't talk about FMC flares.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right. We
you're
need
right.
to talk
Sorry, I
about
didn't put
the
that
other
Yes.
things
yeah, so,
that
yeah,
people,
Femc
yeah.
flares. We have Femc flares.
Yeah,
now.
so a lot of people's
Femc
wishes
isn't even
have
a
been granted.
character. Nor is Amy though. But okay, why?
Yeah, so my position on FMC players from the beginning has basically been like the character is dumb, but people want her. There's a significant fan base for her on the sub, and she fits in with the general style of the game, unlike something like Fucknah. So there's not really much of a really much of a reason to not
Grieve.
have them. And
Grieve needs to write a Latandis X Fluffnica fanfic.
Please
Oh,
no. Anyway, so the FemC week that Mamov, Shido, and Medicine did a couple weeks back basically gave the rest of the mod team like enough reason to be fine with adding FemC players just to surprise people with it at the end of it. So
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm sure
If
it was
you
a
did
very welcome surprise for them.
if you went as far as did Amy, who I actually think
Well-
I like Amy less than I like Femc, but
Honestly,
Yeah.
every fan base is gonna have, you know, like certain characters that come from some sort of like Easter egg or little detail, and they can create a character around that and what have you.
the only character like that I accept is Mr. Cow.
I'm sure you do.
But you got a problem with Mr. Cow, Susie?
I'm gonna decline to answer. You know what? No comment.
Mr. Cow is always there for Sayori.
Mr. Cow is an oxymoron.
It ain't plowing if it's cowing.
It ain't.
I'm leaving.
Okay, okay,
I
all
don't
right.
know if y'all realize this, but cows are female, bulls are male.
Does that make a difference?
Sayori's gay. Canon.
Miss-
It's canon. Sayori's gay. I'm gonna
Air
date her.
quotes, Mr. Cow has
Sal,
udders.
jeez, and she's your favorite.
Alright, so.
Alright, so are we getting a South Yuri shipping next?
No.
No?
No.
I mean,
Because you don't. You
She suggests otherwise.
elitist.
true.
Okay, alright. I think
Okay, I mean,
That-
yeah, just one last little thing. If Mr. Cow is really female, then how do we explain Otis from back at the barnyard?
that's very true.
We don't-
Oh my god,
can we-
yes!
Okay, we're getting a little
Yes,
sidetracked
no,
here.
But
We're sidetracked,
but,
but
okay.
it's true.
Okay, so that's everything from. Why we were just talking about Mr. Cow and now the confession comes up.
ooh,
Okay,
ooh, that lovely
Okay.
timing.
so Stu, any
Ah,
last words you'd like to tell the community?
Y'all are great. Keep being great.
Keep being great. And okay, thank you so much for joining us, Stu. And remember, everyone, mods are friends, not food. Wait. No, our mod is
That's
the other way
correct.
around.
I think you've
Don't
got
you-
that. I think you've got
don't
that
you dare.
backwards. I
Don't
think you
you
got
dare.
that backwards,
Yeah,
Leprechaun.
mods are food. First and foremost.
It goes both ways.
Why are you like
I...
this?
Okay.
Okay, we love you, Steve. See
It's
you,
good
buddy.
having you on. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, take that,
Alright.
man.
So, okay, everyone.
We've got
I
a
said
new.
okay, everyone.
Yeah.
Now,
Ooh.
so I am very excited to kick off our first project. This music is too depressing. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
And why didn't you change the slide to this in the first place? You
I'm doing
just
it
go ahead
now.
and go.
I'm doing it now as I talk about it. I know.
Well,
You had-
you should have changed it to news when Stuart came on, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
But
I forgot I had that.
Oh, but then we wouldn't have the lovely Dokis to look at.
Yeah, true.
that's very true. We don't have our cute girls.
So, projects. So, as I said, I was very excited to, kick off this project segment.
This was something that you've wanted to do for
Why-
quite a while. Right?
Like what? Like before I left for Ireland?
Yeah, it was like at least a week before
Yeah,
you
long
left
before
for
that, actually.
Ireland.
Yeah, but anyway, so this segment.
This. Can I just say that this one's gonna be a little short? It's just
Yeah,
kind of like a test drive.
So yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So
the real part, the real point of it, I'm putting it here now. It was put in the kind of last minute. The real point of me putting it here now was kind of to establish this segment in the show, and later on, we promised much larger outcome. So we're going to be putting things in like a lot more things that the community gives and showed off, such as comics or custom dialogue series, remixes, original music, fanfiction, videos, mods. That's all going to go here and such. Now it's
I
very
think-
short here, but it's going to be more.
Because somebody decided to implement it at the very last minute.
Call him
At
out.
least I implemented it at all. If I wasn't around, it wouldn't even be there. As in,
I mean-
nobody would have thought of it.
Well, hey, you would if you never did this, you would have probably missed another roundtable because that's what I thought we would have done. You would have missed. Did Monika do anything wrong?
I've got so much to say about that. I'm sure Sue can.
I'm sure you do.
I am being nice today. I'm holding myself back, okay?
That's probably just because you got
Appreci-
Tony.
Okay, that's fair. But also
You
appreciate
just want to jab him in
being
the
nice.
arm.
Yeah, she usually does jab me in the arm at this point. I think it's
Let's,
because I give her
That's
alcohol.
because I'm being nice today, okay?
Hey, let's look at some
Okay.
comics.
She
So,
should be
let's
nice, but she
actually
always
get
are you
through
slipping?
this. Alright, so first off, we have these Calvin and Hobbes based comic strips that Doki
LiriLias.
created. Okay, I don't know
Why-
if anybody else knows, but remembers Calvin and Hobbes, but
Yes, Calvin and Hobbes was great.
this was amazing.
You can't read the top of it.
Oh, it's blocking.
Oh, that's
I'll
right.
fix
Yeah,
that. I'll
our
fix
our
that.
little widgets are blocking
Yeah,
the
A little.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But okay, to see a Calvin and Hobbes based comic books with Doki Doki, I don't. It was so nostalgic, like for reals. Actually, I'll just do this for right now. It was incredible. I love these. Like, just this first one. The characters felt very in line with on both sides. Like, you know, a swift punch in the guts. I don't know why nobody's getting it. Everybody I know, you know, needs them. Just
Honestly, and to add on to that, of course people had to go and meme these.
Yeah.
Because
we don't.
I mean,
talk about
they could
memes
make.
on
I
the
mean,
show
of course,
anymore.
it's. I mean, if you look at it, it was a literal sign meme.
yeah,
Yeah. Look at on the I think there are like 5 so far. Looking at on this other page here, you know, the artist made about 5, and I really like this comic artist.
Liri,
They're
please
super
do
good.
more. They're
Please
so
do more.
cool.
Yeah, they're. Oh my gosh, they're one of my
They're
favorite.
very
things.
nostalgic for some of us.
Yeah, it like just I felt that childhood like giddiness just reading that. It's like, oh my gosh, it was so good. And I think what I did, I actually pulled up some of my favorite strips on the internet. It was great.
Yeah, it's nice to see like something that you grew up with coincide with
Something you
something
love.
new in your life
Yeah.
that you fall in love with, you know?
Exactly. That's an amazing feeling.
Just it brings the warmth of like, you know, nostalgia back in with something new that you love, and that combination of the two is just like it's so exciting. I love it.
They couldn't have said it better.
Makes you feel young again.
Yeah, it really does.
Exactly, Panzer. Good.
It's
yeah, good way to put it.
trip down childhood
It
lane.
really is. So thank you, Larry. Like, next up we have actually another comic series that. So,
That somebody really
Yeah,
wanted to add into this.
okay.
I'm not gonna say
I'm sure
who.
he did.
You could put Metal Gear with any You could cross over Metal Gear with anything. Okay.
And melt your heart.
Exactly. I couldn't find bigger versions of these strips here.
You're still heartbroken that I've never played and never will play
I'm
it.
not
So.
heartbroken. I feel sad that you never get any of the jokes that me and Lord all say. And when we drop
Oh,
these
whatever. It's
I-
fine.
It's
I still
pity.
find it funny.
I
It's
pity
whatever.
you. Like, I really like. I love these. Like I don't know how to say. It's just like Metal Gear goes so well with anything. You can make it funny and dramatic and all of this stuff. And
Ugh, I never asked. Wait, no, that's Deus Ex.
Deus
No,
Ex,
that's
but
the
I
wrong
love it.
franchise.
I love doing that too. But I think my
I never
favorite one
asked for
is
this.
the one right here at that's close to the top. It's like Monika as Venom Snake is trying to rescue Natsuki, who's a POW, as Kurt, and it's like Yuri's on the comments like, you better hurry up. She probably doesn't have much time left. And then she comes in and then she sees a guard screaming. It's just Natsuki with a missing arm on the guy on the ground. And I'm just imagining her screaming at his face, "Call me cute one more time!"
Yeah. Nat's too strong.
Drunk. She do.
Net 2 OP, please nerf.
Please. I mean,
She
did
honestly-
get nerfed. She lost an
honestly,
arm.
yeah.
Oh shit.
I mean, hey, we've got Buffsiki, so.
I just am waiting for
Oh
this-
wait, I mean, he literally was disarmed.
Hey.
So,
I get it.
Can I disown Lord as a friend, please and thank you?
No.
you need to file a divorce paper.
File a divorce. I'm gonna file a restraining order, even though he already lives like all the way across the world.
No, be on the same planets. Fuck you.
No. I just,
You're moving to Mars, bitch.
okay, ladies, you're both. No, actually, never mind. Not really. All right.
You're both
You could've-
Hey, I know
Go
I'm
on,
ugly,
Sorry.
so.
I'm just waiting for the moment. I just really hope they make the strip where Natsuki is on the plane and then she says the thing. You know, the thing. Like, She says, "Why are we still here?" And she says
Oh,
the
you
dialogue.
want that,
I
don't
want her
you?
to
I
say
bet
it.
you do.
I want her to say it so much.
I bet you really want that to be
Look on
her.
Grief, thank you
for
for
sure.
that link.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Haven't you, dude? Haven't you got like the sound? Haven't you got the sound clip for
In my
that?
neck. No, I could feel it in my arms. My bruises.
Good job, Grief.
Even my neck. The Dokis I've lost. The sanity I've
Yeah.
lost.
No, seriously, don't you have like the sound clip for that?
I have a sound clip for the original script, but this is my Doki version. It's like they're all still there.
Alright.
They won't stop hurting. You can feel them too, can't you? That's pretty much how I felt about the end of the game. Anyway,
Well, what was Susie again? She was like, wasn't it the thing about like, I can go fuck myself with a chainsaw or
Oh my
something?
god, yeah, it's literally just fuck me gently with a chainsaw.
that's not what she said. I've watched the clip multiple times. She said, "This game can eat my entire ass and go fuck itself with a chainsaw and use anal beads."
Ugh.
It's a very vivid image, yes. It's very effective, yes.
Yes, it is, and it's very fitting for you.
Thank you. Oh.
It's very fitting for both of you, honestly.
Oh,
Shut up.
Christ.
Anyway, so thank you, Lolisakuya, for these. Please keep
Lolisakuya.
making more, and I want to see Natsuki do the log and then put on her infinity ribbon in her hair, like Kurt would put his glasses on, or whatever. I want to see that so bad.
Let's tag
Anyway.
the stream now.
No,
So yeah, continue the stream.
No, tag the stream, not save for. Thanks for that, Susie.
Yeah, every
You're
time
welcome.
Susie's on, we just need to tag it not safe for work.
Yeah, that's me. Literally
Which
just-
means every episode from now on.
Yeah.
Which yeah,
It's
pretty
age
much,
restricted.
pretty much.
You're welcome.
Pretty much.
age restrict the fucking stream.
Alright, So,
Yeah, we're
the
on to
arch-
art now. You got your timer?
let me set that up. Has this music been on? Is this the same music? Hold on a second. Oh, no, it's still going.
Get-
Technical
get
difficulties,
your
everybody.
goddamn
Give us a
Not
second. Remember,
technical difficulties, it's just a lot to micromanage.
we're just getting back into
There's
it,
no
folks.
technical. Here, Susie, entertain him.
You know,
This
I
this
maybe-
isn't a drunk stream. Be careful.
Oh, I'm really trying to choose my words carefully here.
Why?
Because it's not
That's
a drunk
not you,
stream.
though.
Exactly. I am.
This is still our stream.
Okay, I am just personally not safe for work in every sense of the word. And for all I know, there could be children here. I don't know.
Children shouldn't be playing Doki Doki. Like, it's like 13, because it's traumatizing. Anyway,
It's
so,
traumatizing as shit, man. Like,
our
that's not-
review. Alright, review.
Meme review?
Yes, yes.
Shut the fuck up.
No, we're getting
this is
copyrighted by
everybody's
PewDiePie.
favorite segment here. It's of our, let's see.
And we
first
have-
up we have...
As always,
Natsuki.
our
Okay, move
that's
on. So,
yay.
what's the first piece we got? I'm excited to see. Oh.
Azurphore. This is actually new.
This is very new.
That's what's a last minute change.
It's not good. Okay,
Yeah.
can I just
Yeah.
say, as I'm looking at this on stream, this is not from Good Looking Snails. We had a Good Looking Snails
did I
piece in the
forget
last
to-
one.
fuck, did I forget
You
to-
forgot
Hang
to
on,
change it on your
Listen,
own
okay,
thing.
I was micromanaging a lot today. You just excuse here.
So let me just go ahead and give proper credit to the artist. This is Azurphore, Azurphore,
yeah, hold on. Let
on
me just fix
DeviantArt.
this here. 'cause-
You done fucked up, Aaron.
Why don't you do it?
No.
I told you to download the thing that I put up there. And you didn't
It was
listen to
literally-
me.
What? All you did was put in Susie's name.
No, I changed the name on this artist.
Oh, well, you didn't say that.
Just
Okay.
you should have just downloaded
yeah, I
it.
just
We
Technically-
digress.
Technology incompetent leprechaun.
This is true.
We digress.
This
Can
is
we
true.
draw your attention to that shiny little thing?
We could.
Yay,
Yeah. Okay. So
bang.
let me just.
Okay, yes.
I said Fang.
As
I
my
can
as my-
set it up. I can fix this. It's gonna look weird for a second. Don't mind this.
again,
go.
we're sorry, everybody.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that we're still trying to.
Get
Well,
our
This is the
sea
first
legs
show-
back.
This
Yeah.
is the first show since hiatus. So
We're all tired. And honestly, that's just it. We're just real fucking tired. It's a Friday.
There we
It's
go.
been a long week.
okay, can we talk about the damn art? So look, I love this piece. Okay, she's laughing and she's got thing, and this is it's. I think the piece is called. Oh, I remember that part.
It's like, yeah, this is my favorite part.
This is my favorite part. Yeah, from like when she.
Oh yeah, because it's because I'm looking at this. It's reminding me of that CG where you're
Of the
reading.
CG, that's right.
Exactly.
Oh, it does look a lot like that.
Yeah. So this is like, it's a lot more. It feels a lot more alive than CG. No offense to. I hope that. No offense to.
It's just because she's in
Yeah.
vision. It looks like she's
Yeah.
like actively like moving her head
Yeah.
back. She's laughing. It's like a candid photo almost.
Yeah.
And it's really, I like this style. This looks like it was watercolor painted.
It does. No.
Isn't that, doesn't it?
Kind of does, yeah.
It's really nice, and it's just like, as always, the hair is just amazing. Her ribbons and all that is just, oh my gosh, I love her.
I mean, yeah, because you can see like the ribbons, they're kind of flowing freely, like she's swinging her head back as she's laughing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this was great. Thanks for giving us that.
Azurphore, thank you.
I'm sorry for the thing. So, okay. So next up,
For the incompetence,
we have
we're sorry.
oh.
Oh my, oh!
I
Yay.
know, right? I know. Right?
Yay! I love this one so much.
Oh my
I
god.
love it.
I'm
It's
sure
great.
you
Y'all a
do.
bunch of weebs.
No, you.
you.
Hey, I don't know Japanese like the Kiwi does, so.
That's nerd. Okay, Spectre. He's a cool guy. I haven't seen much from him in a while, but when he was making stuff, I don't know if he still is, but Dad, his stuff was good.
If you're out there, Spec, Plato and I, we still appreciate everything you've done for us in the past,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Thanks a lot for that, man. I just like, oh my gosh, she's so adorable.
Oh, I love her.
Like, I don't know what to say about this piece other than just.
I just want to give her a,
You're
I just want to give her a hug.
I mean,
Honestly, yeah.
honestly, I mean, this is the art section.
This-
We just
this
gushed
is-
over the Dokis.
This is just right now. This is Plato and I's gush time. So
Yeah, I'm looking at this because I'm not too. I could go either way, but I'm not sure if she's kind of being bashful, like she's been a bit embarrassed about something, or she's having a bit of a sad moment, like with the sprites, where she's kind of like the head turning away.
right.
You know what she
Poor,
is?
oh,
She is-
poor
It
baby.
could go either
Actually, you
way,
know what?
but
I think I remember
that's
the
up
caption.
for interpretation.
I remember the art title when he posted this on Reddit. It was actually something
Oh.
like "Don't look so sad" or something. I think.
Oh,
Oh,
cupcake.
She's just giving that look like. I think that blush is like someone is comforting me, and
Yeah, like I need a hug.
Someone acknowledges my existence in a way that doesn't make me feel bad.
or bruised.
someone likes me and they're not calling me cute.
Okay,
You're not.
done with the timer.
That
Hey.
comes later. Calling her
was
cute
great.
comes later.
Now,
Last
everybody-
thing, I like the cat socks.
Look, oh yeah, I love those. Look
Oh, yeah,
very
Katzian.
closely at this next piece. Look very closely. Are you looking? So I love this piece. And that
I'm
one
sure
too.
you do. I'm
What's the-
sure you do.
Oh
Transition
yay!
right in
This
there.
is one of my all-time favorites. Just oh no,
Yeah, I did the. Did you see that?
you
Did see that?
piece of crap! You piece of crap!
Okay.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got so much to say about this piece. Like, it's so
I hate
symbolic.
you.
It's so symbolic. Like, I had a huge thing I wrote about it when it was posted. It's like
That's-
an
I'm
eight-
done. I'm done.
What?
No,
I had to show
I'm
both
done.
pieces.
This is so sad. Alexa, play One Winged Angel.
So yeah, it's a fallen angel grounded to her reality, and she's looking up at the devil's hand, as if as if it's hope. But the devil, you see the devil tail wrapped around here, and holding her down. So her very hope is the same evil that keeps her grounded in this horrific reality.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
You crave the thing that destroys you, and you
Exactly.
don't even realize it sometimes, and it's fucking awful to see the hope in her eyes when you know it will lead to nothing good.
again, I personally like the nicer version of this better, but somebody
Okay.
always loves to bring this to my attention.
Perfect.
Okay, here's the thing. There's really no difference other than the fact that there's more desperation in her face and she's crying tears. The tail and the devil and the symbolism.
The bloody
torn-
tears.
The torn
It's
wing,
placed in
it's all
Castlevania.
still there. It's the same symbolism.
I know, but it's just this just hurts, where the other one is like just beautiful.
It's like this, like little. It's like the little touches that would make it hurt that much more.
It really does, because then you look at the big picture, and then you notice more details, and then you notice more details, and then you're just, oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, this is not.
Yeah, and
this
then
is not okay.
you slowly realize everything it means. Okay, timer's up for this piece. We are
All right.
very fittingly, unfortunately, moving on to the bundle of sunshine.
It's my baby.
Why don't you put her okay everyone on instead of the
Why did you
sad-
play her royalty-free ukulele?
I could, but
You will. I'm declaring that you
Fine,
will.
Just
This is my show now,
just
South
goes-
bitch.
oi, that's not even accurate.
Then change your name, fucker.
I did. It now says not South's bitch.
Okay.
And yet we all know the truth.
And yet
No,
here we
from
are.
what I see, it says not Susie's bitch.
I mean,
So you're wrong there, P.
yes, I'm wrong, but I am not Susie's bitch. It's true though.
Lies.
Shut up.
What
I
about
don't
South's
need this from
bitch?
you. I never asked for this. Okay, bundle of sunshine.
What a
with the
shame.
music
Alright,
playing.
let's take a look.
Okay, what do we have first? Look at that.
Tsunami.
Oh.
Look at that.
Now, there's a fair bit I want to say about this, but I'll let you guys say your
No,
piece first.
go ahead, go ahead.
No,
You don't
because
talk
I'll be
about
at it for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't talk now.
Okay, Susie, why don't you say something?
I
Oh,
fucking
look
love
at
her
her.
so
Can
much.
you say something about the piece?
I mean, I guess. It's just, I love the large eyes, the little, like, the rounded nose and the chin, and it's a very,
It's very Bowie style.
exactly, it's very, very overly, like, exaggerated anime Bowie style.
But at the same time,
it's in a good way.
You look at the hair and the clothes and all that, it's like not so excessively cartoony. It
Yeah.
feels it's the facial features.
It's
And I
it's-
love the flowers
it's
in
like-
the background as well.
I love
Like, it's just
I
a
love
nice
the-
little touch.
the lighting is probably my favorite part of this. Just the way
Yeah, look at
and
that.
like
Oh, that lighting's spot on as well, I'd say.
just look it's like it's pretty much a sunset with like the orange shining through her hair and all that the blazer, everything.
I mean, she's a bundle of sunshine.
She's yeah. I mean, yeah.
Anything you wanted to say? We got 30 seconds on this piece.
Yeah, because I was saying, because I'm taking notice like of all the lilies behind it, and the first thing that you think is like, when you think lily, you're thinking Yuri because of the name, but you know, because I did a bit of reading up on the flowers and whatnot, and yeah, like the lilies in this case would probably represent her like devotion or a friendship, which I mean, you know what Sarah is like, she's a friend to everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but there's a bit of a twist to that as well, because lilies are also the most commonly used flowers at funerals as well.
Oh.
Listen, can we please not go there?
Oh.
No, and in this case, it's a symbolic of the soul of the departed having its innocence restored.
Oh, way to bring us down.
Why you gotta do this to me?
I thought that was
Because
Plato's job.
Yeah, critical hits in the chat. They say in the chat. That was
Hey,
like a.
he needs
He
a
rolled a
break.
20
He
on
needs
his
a break.
attack to our hearts. Our AC was pretty low for that. Okay, next piece here. Artist
Black CD.
Black CD. Yeah.
See, I like how different, like, it's very, very different art styles in the two pieces we just saw, but this one, like, I don't know, I like how crisp it is, I guess.
It's a bit, yeah, but it's a bit more grounded in realism,
It's
but still with
Again-
that anime-esque
mhm.
feel to it.
Again with, you know, I'm bringing up lighting again, but it looks very, you know,
Yeah, I
just
see
like
that
there's a
ray it's like a ray of sunlight that's streaking across her face.
mhm.
And are those flower petals?
I think so.
Lily petals?
No! Stop.
Floating away in the wind, spirit.
God damn it.
That's nice. Yeah, you make it the point there. Yeah, the lighting in this is actually pretty well done too. It's a very intentional, just sunshine.
Yeah, and I agree with Panzer Fist in that the eyes are just. That's absolutely the first thing you notice about this piece, because they're so. I don't know, they're just so striking, and they seem almost
Mhm.
more detailed than the rest of the piece.
They
So
feel
it's
Well,
very-
that's
yeah,
the
it's
thing
hard.
about
Oh,
like
I mean, that's kind of like the idea with pictures like these. You want most focus to be on the eyes.
that's what I was gonna say. When you're drawing characters like people and you really want like an emotional connection, you know, I'm sure we've talked about this before with like in other things, but the eyes are one of the most important things you need to focus on,
They are.
because that's what draws people in
The eyes are
the most.
Alright.
And the funny thing is, I think we've drawn attention to this on other stereo pics as
Yeah,
well.
pretty much.
That's
The
what
eyes
I'm
are
saying,
also
yeah.
important. Alright, speaking of next pieces, let's see. Next piece here. Oh, right. So,
Oh, you gotta add one.
Everybody has one.
mayhaps.
Oh,
It's
baby.
sad that this
See,
is
this
one
is
of my
this is why.
favorites.
And Sayonara's playing.
God damn it. God damn it.
Okay.
Is it
then-
plain, or did you just deliberately put it on?
It's I put it back to the soundtrack.
Of course you
that
did.
is
Of course you did.
that is a huge. That's a huge move right there.
That is an oof and a half.
Let's just talk. So the piece, it's so
I
powerful.
really like that her poem is the background.
Yes, and you notice it's like pinned up. And
Oh yeah,
if
it's
you
like
look at
thumbtacked.
It looks like there's a
Oh,
piece
yeah.
of rope under it going from behind.
Oh fuck. I didn't even know.
Oh, don't cry, Susie! Don't cry.
Look what you did.
I know. I've done this so many times.
God damn it. It's good. It's just.
When they here, It's just when they make you feel. That's what's important to me. If it's sad, if it's happy, I love them all, but it's just, can we stop?
It's just this poor girl. And here's another really cool detail that I'm just noticing. She's fading away.
The further don't die.
You're right.
Mr. MC, I don't feel so good.
Look at
Oh my
like
gosh,
look at
please.
look at like the bottom.
Can you
She's
not,
she's
Lord?
fading out.
It's how
I
she
just
wanted
did.
to go. She didn't want to go
She
out
just-
with a bang.
She wanted to fade away so nobody noticed, you know, without anybody having to worry about her.
She didn't want to
Right.
hurt anyone.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, that's.
this hurts,
Wow.
and just Monika's playing right now. I hate it.
Poor Bunny Boo, as Lord would say.
Everybody, we gotta give her hugs. Hugs to Sayori.
Everybody hug Sayori in the chat now,
Yes,
please.
Big hug. Hug. Okay, that's enough on this piece.
Yeah, and then the fake
So-
smile. Oh god.
Monika is next, as just Monika is playing, but
But
this is
Of
we
course.
are first having our intermission. This is our bathroom and whiskey break. So we're going to.
can we get the Monty Python music started?
No. Is
Is
that a, like, in public domain?
I don't
I
know,
don't think I wouldn't.
but I don't think so. Sadly enough, I don't think so.
Let's get some. I don't know. Something.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd say it's something worth looking into.
Hmm. Hey, would you look at that? It's
So-
not even 9 o'clock on my end.
Yeah, we're making better time than usual. Let's see. So, anyway.
Alright, well, and
Probably
It's-
because we only had 2 comics to look at.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
our
nice.
head and whiskey break. So, for
Or
this
in my
is
case,
free
put the
talk.
dog out. Make sure he isn't bloody gonna
Yeah.
We'll
destroy the place.
Free talk
you know,
moment,
chit
so-
chat with you guys.
Chat away. We can actually pay attention
Oh,
to the chat a lot
Actually, can we
more. Setting that to 10.
let's bring in because I know
I should be back in a
our
few.
one of our guests does not have a microphone,
Ah,
sadly as it is. But
no
Twiggy,
problem.
if you want to come in and chit chat, you're welcome to, buddy.
Well,
Hello.
Ninja can as well.
Right,
Ninja
if you set up,
Four.
is his widget set up?
It is there now, and the first thing the chat sees is titty sprinkles.
Of course.
Lord's not gonna apologize for that, everybody. I'm sorry to say.
I mean, why should he?
I mean, she makes an excellent point.
That's very
Anyway,
true.
So, everybody, for those who don't know, this is Ninja and Twiggy, 2 developers for the Purist mod, who we will be interviewing after the art segment. And during this break, they come in, we could all chat and have free talk and all that. What Ninja is saying will be displayed on in that corner down there. So, yeah.
Is it gonna scroll up the more he talks so that everybody can see his exact lines, like as he's saying it, or?
Yeah, it's going to automatically do that.
Okay, that's good. So Twiggy, how you doing, buddy? How's
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Oh, there, Twiggy. How's chat doing? It's bright, the ground is hot, yet I don't know. What are you guys? What's
Sons,
chat?
what are you up to?
So Exo Zapatina says basically for the Sayori picture, she's inside the picture frame, meaning that she is already
Oh.
gone. And this is a memory of her that someone wanted to frame.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, 2 a.m. for you? Oh, geez.
Oh no. Well,
Yeah,
you're
it's
still
2 a.m.
kicking.
here too.
Oh, it's 2 a.m. over there for you?
Yeah.
Oh really? Oh fuck.
Right, because you're in the UK, right?
Ah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So we actually are going. We have been toying around with moving the show back, at least. You know, finding a better time for if it's more.
I mean, we're gonna have to fiddle faddle with scheduling again,
Yeah.
and just like work it with what's best for the crew and what's best for our guests, and
Yeah.
just
Crew. Yeah. guests, but we're hoping to make it more ideal for our European friendles. The leprechauns want to see it too.
Again, because like I'm taking, as I said before, South and Plato and I, we're all back at school, so it's like we gotta balance classes and extracurriculars and all that sort of thing. But I take 2 6 to 9 p.m.s on Monday and Tuesday respectively, and then have meetings directly after that. So my Monday and Tuesday nights are packed, and I won't be able to do the show on those.
We have lives, but that's why I can't predict continuous, bi-weekly shows. But well, that's stuff to worry about.
That's at least we started the show during the summer when we could do it on a continuous schedule.
Zapatina, not been on DDLC subreddit for a while, then checked out on out of curiosity, saw Talking Doki Dread. Was curious, and that's about how I ended up here so far. Well, glad you're here. Glad you're liking it so far.
Honestly, yeah, we again, like we said, we haven't done this in a long time, and it's.
Well, thanks for caring about the EU. We need it after that meme ban.
That is a heartbreak.
I mean, if I was back in Ireland, it wouldn't have made a difference to me because I'm not really a memer, but I sympathize.
That's sad what's been going on over there.
Yeah, so.
But sandwiches. We're hoping to, in the future, to find ways to get a lot more community involvement and such. So, people like you can actually have a lot more those interactions and things. It's still a lot of things to toy with and such, but we've got things in mind because we want to interact with you guys more. So.
Hey, fail sandwich. If we do another community special, you might be on the chopping block, buddy.
Well, the point of what I was saying is that we're hoping more things like this, where we get more people on, just kind of not just random, almost like call-ins. But anyway.
Yeah, that would be.
I got food.
You got food.
Well, isn't that kind of what we kind of did something like that when we had.
It's very selective. But anyway, I'm going to make a head call real quick. Susie, entertain.
What up? That me?
Yes, it is you, dear.
I'm so glad you guys find me funny because I have no idea why.
Because you're funnier than he is. That's for damn sure.
Okay, but let's be honest, that doesn't take much.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong there.
Intermission's usually like 10 minutes or so.
It's about 10 to 15 minutes.
Getting back into the swing of things. It could be a little longer, but
it just took me an extra minute because I went to get food, and now I am a happy noodle.
See, that's why I got food before the show started.
It does.
See, that sounds like planning. I don't do that.
Well, the thing is, I thought I was gonna just barely make it, because I had to do interviews for my fraternity and interview possible new members or whatever. And I thought we were gonna have a lot of people for the makeups tonight, but we literally only had one girl come in.
Oh.
It's a co-ed fraternity. But yeah, we only had one person come in. She went around and talked to all of our little groups, and then we did the thing.
Talking about me.
Let him speak.
And so we're just, she's.
It's just this feeling I got that you were shit talking me.
No,
Maybe we were, maybe we weren't.
You'll never know.
Apparently never will. I'm content with that though.
But yeah, we just went around and we voted on her, and she's gonna get a bid to possibly join. And then I came home and I was like,
oh, fraternity. Oh, his cult.
Yeah.
yes, where we sacrifice leprechauns like yourself.
You could sacrifice the children that are going to be leaking out of y'all's asses.
No, you're on the chopping block, buddy. You're on the docket.
Tell that to the brown stains on your carpet. Okay. What do we got? It's
The
been...
fuck?
We got a minute 20. So,
What do you mean, been 10 minutes
Interv-
since we said it?
it has?
Yeah, it's been like 7.
I mean, I've got, I had a timer on it. We've got 1 minute left. But if everybody's all enjoying, actually, I might want to grab some more. No. Give me the toddy.
Yeah, I should probably make sure my dog is a bloody. I should probably make sure my dog is
You
a
finished the
scat.
toddy already?
Yeah, bitch.
Alright, give us a second, just make sure my dog is a
I've
scat.
got
Yeah, get your
a
dog.
tiny bit of whiskey left. Hold on. Jameson.
I see. Fail sandwich likes titty sprinkles. You heard it here first, folks.
Tea sprinkles.
Good job.
This is our legacy now.
This is.
Alright.
Okay. So, everybody back here?
Everybody's
Yeah,
good. Ninja Twiggy, cool. You guys can mute, and we'll get to you guys before too long.
We're almost done with the art. We're halfway through the art segment, so if you go.
Oh.
So
Half, I'd say about 40% of the way.
40. We've still. Oh yeah, right.
Because we got to do everybody too.
Yeah, the all Doki test Doki. Anyway, so back to the show. Let me pull up.
Welcome back.
Monika. Let me pull up her special.
Little.
Her own music. So, what do we got up here first?
We have
Oh,
the
this
president,
one
and
I
got-
really liked.
I think this one's
Billy Bala.
this. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
Like a lot of pieces that we've had before with her, the digitized, glitchy, like look at all of the glitchiness that's going on with the piano and her fingers and
I
the
can't imagine
windows,
it's easy to draw.
literally everything that's like glitching out and going crazy around this whole piece is like really, really well done. I really like the, just like the pixels around the window frames, and it's like really interesting how they went about this one, and like the bars along the top of the piano. It's just really cool and a great effect to give to her character, because like she's kind of based around this.
The atmosphere of
It is very bittersweet to say the least.
Yeah, it's the denouement. It's the final curtain call here, and
I just think that it's really cool to use her like hacking glitches, whatever, and use that as an aesthetic to a piece, and it adds something really unique to it,
Yeah, I love this game. You could do there's a lot of artistic interpretations you could do with that whole meta concept, and this glitching thing. It's a thing that I really like seeing in the art.
Does she have a ring on her finger?
She does. It's the left finger.
She does. Yeah, it's. Oh.
Probably some sort of.
No, like I remember it's usually like a little I want to say something like it's like a little telltale sign that the piece was commissioned by someone. I can't remember who it was, but
Enhance.
Okay.
Enhance.
yeah, because I see this same ring on a lot of Monika pictures from different artists.
Huh.
So, what we got here next? Boop.
I was gonna say, where's
artist
where's-
aesthetic? I love this style.
this? Reminds me of Elf.
Oh my god, it does!
This reminds me of the scene in Elf.
Explain it for the people that don't get it.
It's towards the end of the movie where I mean, obviously if you've seen the movie, like Will Ferrell, Buddy, he's on a bridge, or like looking over the bridge in New York, and he's just contemplating. He's like, I don't belong anywhere, and that's really what this reminds me of. Like she's
the
feeling
title
like
of
she
this-
doesn't.
Oh.
The title of this is Alone with No One.
Oh yeah.
Alone Again
it's-
with No
it's-
One, or something like that. Something like that, yeah. It's...
Yeah, I mean, you kind of really have to encapsulate the kind of feelings that she would have given her.
Oh, it
situation.
does look
she's
Tim
got-
Burton.
I mean,
Look
she'd
at her
have
smile.
all these places to go and whatnot, but she can't share the experience with anyone.
That's a good point, Woot Mace. It does look very Tim Burton too.
Huh.
I love this.
Yeah, like the very muted, dreary colors and whatnot. That really does feel Tim
Even the way
Burton-esque.
like her eyes are just like I don't know, the whole way her body is constructed, it reminds me a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It
Yeah.
reminds me a lot of I can't remember what the girlfriend's name was of Jack.
I mean, it's really weird that
Oh,
I'm a film guy, so this is why I draw. Like, I look at lighting and I look at like drawing comparisons with movies and stuff. So
No,
Hang on a
it's
sec, I'm looking it up.
Alright. That's everything to say about this case. On to next. Artist Sasora.
Yeah, Sasora.
Sasora, yes.
oh, Sasura, yeah. Lord, you've
That
got.
lighting, holy
Hey,
Yeah.
I let's go on record on saying that I
Her-
was watching her do this piece live on Twitch like about a week ago and whatnot. Well, the line drawing of it anyway, and yeah, like I really did not expect that it would turn out like this, and I'm absolutely enthralled by it.
Mhm. She's very, very radiant in this, and
Look,
it's
that lighting, like holy.
yeah, the lighting is beautiful.
Yeah, that
you
is-
could see like the reflection of the light makes an almost slight rainbow, circular rainbow through the.
It's very similar to a couple of the Sayori lighting styles in
Yeah,
earlier.
Do you see that color there? Wow, like holy shit! And the eyes. Look at the
Always,
eyes. like,
always the eyes, always the eyes.
They
Oh,
look
it's the eyes.
so clear. Like they legitimately look like an emerald.
Well, that's what they are, emerald eyes. And I'm going to subliminally plug Tactical there.
Oh, shut up.
Uh,
Also, I'd like to point out that during this stream, like the little plaque you see in the top left corner, Sass wrote like a little Fortnite Easter egg in the form of
oh my
Oh,
god.
remember to always take the bus driver.
I mean, it's a
Of
fact.
course.
I don't
I
play
mean, of
Fortnite,
course.
but it's a goddamn fact.
Neither do I. I'm indifferent to it at best. Yeah, so,
Yes,
So,
Phil Sandwich, we can tell.
I mean,
that,
I don't think you should be watching this, but thank you for making this piece for us, gamer.
Sandwich, we can
Yeah,
tell
Phil
you
Sandwich,
Monika.
we can-
We know
yeah.
you love Monika.
We know you do, buddy.
Oh,
Go.
Suze, by the way, Jack's girlfriend from Night Before Christmas, Sally.
Sally, that's
Oh,
okay.
Sally, that's right. Thank you.
Okay, what do we got? So, moving on to the Lavender Lass.
Hey!
Uh-oh. Someone's excited.
I mean, can you blame me?
No, I can't. She's a beautiful girl, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They're all beautiful.
All right,
They're, like,
Alright, Lavender Lass.
So, what we got here? Yes.
Yay,
Oh, I
sweets.
love this one.
Sweets.
I love this one. This is actually really like just. This is very.
Her clothing feels very fitting.
It's
Yeah,
ve-
it feels
it's
very-
fitting,
it feels
yet it's
very-
also pretty out of character.
Yeah,
With-
like
It's kind of a gothic in a sense.
I don't see her as gothic, but at the same time,
I
some.
think the reason
Well, I mean, I
it
want
feels
to say,
out of,
I want to go
like-
as far as saying emo, but
Yeah, the reason it feels out of character for me is just because she's showing so much shoulder, which I feel like she would be
Yeah,
really
she's-
self-conscious about.
well, I mean, I think the fact that she'd be more self-conscious about showing her arms more so.
That's very
Yeah.
true.
That's
That's
what I was
true.
thinking, but I didn't want to say it.
I mean, because I'm saying, because I mean, if you look at the arms, you can see like what looks like kind of like striped sleeves and whatnot.
Yeah, she definitely has sleeves.
Oh, she always has.
Yeah.
I do like that the it's a horror hoodie too. Just really, because you know
Well,
I
I
can
think, I
see
think
her.
the title of this page is like, "Do you like horror?" And I mean, it seems kind of ironic how, I mean, you've got horror written across the chest. Like, do you like horror?
Is this framed?
Mm.
Alright,
It's
so-
just it's nice. It's
Thanks,
really
YaySweets. Very sweet.
yay sweets.
He's.
What do we got here? Fuck now.
Fuck.
Fuck now.
Fuck nah. Yeah, I love the juxtaposition.
Yay, sweet.
It's like,
Fuck.
yay, sweet, fuck nah. Anyway, before we go too far into like making fun of names again,
Yeah.
Like we
weren't
used
making
to.
fun, we just
Is that something we usually do?
We just.
Oh yeah, Whitney's put. Wait, it does kind of look like a college Yuri.
Yeah, she's got her sweater again. And I like, not that I really know what sort of flowers, though. Here, Lord, do your flower nerd thing. Do you know?
Your
You know,
flower-
I only did the flower. I only did the flower thing for that one piece. You know.
They kind of look like
Yeah,
roses, which don't exist unless they're done.
They're genetically, they could be genetically made.
They could
Hang on
be
a sec.
dyed.
Hang on, I will look it up.
What if Yuri...
High Mountain.
What if Yuri dyes her hair? Purple
I wouldn't mind.
isn't her real color.
Yes, you're pretty late, buddy.
How would you feel about that, Lord, if you found out she actually
Like she just had like jet black hair and she was dyeing it
or
purple.
blonde? Can you imagine blonde?
You know,
hair?
you know what? I don't. You know, it wouldn't bother me in the It wouldn't bother me in the slightest. I don't fall in love with someone for their hair color or whatnot. I know I call her the lavender lass, and she'd still be that despite not having a natural hair color.
Oh no! Somebody pulled a General Kenobi in the chat. That's gonna become a meme.
Panzer. Yeah,
Answer.
dang it.
This is where the
Yes,
fun
yes,
begins.
Mountain. Sass is a fucking meme god. I think we can attest to that from last night.
So can we actually talk more about the piece? Did we? I don't
Yes.
know. So
Again, just I always love whenever I talk about Yuri art on these shows. I just love to comment on her hair because they always put so much effort into because she's just got so much hair and it's beautiful all the time.
I mean, it's the one. It's like one of the things that sticks out about her the most, and yeah.
very nice. One thing I would like to see a little more of is maybe like a little more emphasis on lighting here. Or maybe that's just me.
It's just style. It's
If I like. Let's see, not. What's the word? The background feels. Help me out here.
Oh,
Feels.
okay. So Purple Rose
feels
is good with
bland.
No. I like the. I like it. It's simplistic, but. And it's simplistic
It
and.
lacks a little depth.
Yes.
Lacks
Yes.
some depth.
It's
Okay.
very little that does
Okay.
a lot to the picture. To the picture. Okay.
All right. But wait, one more thing before we move on. Yes, purple roses do exist, and the giver of the purple rose seeks to convey that they've fallen in love with the recipient at very first sight.
Aww.
Like literally me.
Lame.
Oh my god.
More specifically, just
Oh
your
fuck you. No, me. Actually, go fuck yourself, leprechaun. With a crooked Beppa's rainbow.
No, the rainbow is the result of that.
No, you use it to fuck yourself.
Okay, so moving on to the next one here. Oh, this one. Look at that. Look at that.
Chibi!
What do they call? What do they call? Isn't there an official name for the chibi dokis? And it's like, what's Yuri?
Oh, I think the chibi Yuri was called Violet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Violet runs Chibi Yuri, and yeah.
That's.
So
It's she's so small.
I love.
She's so
I
small.
love-
Can I just say?
It's so small. We got a dot, and she
Oh,
wants,
we do have it. Oh, we've got a dot, and
and
oh,
she wants to know if you can read with her.
It's like if you can read to her because she can't read yet, so she wants to read with you. She wants you to read her a story.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I will read to her.
we have an exotic voiced narrator.
I thought it was erotic.
I don't think we want that kind of voice right now at the moment for her.
I mean, I can also I can tell that. Honestly, this is just a compliment to Lord, but I can see him reading something like, I don't know, Harry Potter, and it being really, really cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, she would love that.
Yeah.
And I just
I mean, hey, I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
can I just say one last thing? The eyes,
Okay.
always coming back to eyes, and ooh, if you notice, the hair goes
So
from like
much
purple-
hair.
it goes from purple to blue there
Oh,
towards
you're
the.
right.
You see that?
Oh god, I'm just noticing.
It
I'm
looks
just
like
noticing. It
Starry
looks
Night.
like stars.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I
we
was
do.
saying.
Yes.
Oh my god,
Look at it.
That's real pretty.
Look at it.
that is a
at it.
Look at it.
I want you to look at it.
But yeah, she's like, it looks like a night sky, like fading towards the bottom of her hair, and it's just nice.
Well, I'm sure not judging chibi intellects based on stature. That's for
Alright.
sure.
All Doki, best Doki. There we go.
Oh yeah. If I was not partial to Cupcake, I would be an ADBD person myself.
What do we got here first? Oh, okay. I can't say this name.
Can I just say, as an apology, again, first show in a long time. This was one that we featured at the end of the last one.
Was it?
But-
Okay. I wasn't on that show, so when I put this together. What? I didn't know that.
Well, honestly, I wanted to try to tell you, but it's just, you know, we ran out of time.
I only noticed it like about 10 minutes before the show. So
But I'm happy to comment on it again. Just like I like the different hairstyles a lot. It's really cool how they experimented with how to do the hair.
Oh, yeah. Again, how do you pronounce this name? Double R, double K, one single R. double K, double R.
Didn't we make like a car exhaust breaking down, just like kind of make it move like that? And it's like...
no, I thought you were trying to imitate Kathy with that.
No, that's but I digress.
Sorry, enough about the name. Sorry, but yeah.
But yeah,
All of the
the different
hairstyles are different.
Yeah, that's but they fit really
Oh.
well.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm.
You know,
gonna do some
I'm looking
crazy
at Nets. I'm looking at the Nets hairstyle, and it's reminded me of like, what was it, the OG bikini Nets.
yeah, the Etch
Like,
did.
like Etch did. Yeah, I was about to say.
Etched did one, and that really does look like his, like the way he did her hair, and it was really cool.
I love her hair. Nat has the most unique hair in Satchel's design because she's got 3 different hairstyles going.
I gotta figure out which one to use.
Okay. What do we got here next? Is this another repeat?
Don't think so.
Okay. Good. Okay. Carry the way. So,
I don't recall seeing this one.
TyrineCarver.
No, we haven't used this one. No.
I like this. So
This is really shiny.
look at the bottom. Notice, look at the bottom.
Oh, all the glitches.
Oh, look at that!
You can feel it too, can't you?
Shit.
Look at that!
I feel
And I love-
something.
I love all of their personalities reflecting in their faces,
Yeah,
and
so much detail.
there's just so much going on.
How difficult and how long does it take to do these like glitching things? Like,
Especially considering, like, you have to do the whole ass painting, the whole ass drawing first. You have to do it, color it, shade it, light it, and then you have to go in and do the glitches. At least that's how I imagine it's done. And, goddamn.
Oh, it's like another layer?
Yeah. You just have to add that on top of the hard work you've already done just to make it look that much better.
I'm just
Now, okay, can we focus on
focus on. Hey,
The-
their eyes are up
the
there.
girls? Yeah, their eyes are up there. I really do love how all of their personalities are reflected in the expressions and the way they're like positioned and posed, and it's really cool to see how unique all four of them are
Yeah, you know,
within
like,
this.
yeah. I feel, yeah. I feel like. I see that though. That's nice.
Because like you got, Yuri's like really timidly kind of like, what, did you say something? And then you have just bubbly bottles over there, and
Bubbly Sayori, like the kind of
Can you don't?
and the get the fuck out of my face cupcake and the
get the
welcoming
fuck out of my. That is
It's the
exactly.
get
And the-
fuck out of my
and the
face,
wel-
but
and
at
the
same
welcoming
time,
club
please don't
president.
leave. Like pet me or something.
Like,
I
oh,
don't know.
you've got a story about that for later.
No, we're not telling that story.
No, we're not telling it live, but
Okay.
Maybe after the show.
maybe after, yeah. But yeah, again,
Then
just
who's there?
seeing
You all know it.
seeing the
Well, we'll tell it again.
seeing the personalities reflect in all the differences is just really, really nice.
Yeah, that's nice. It's sweet. And I actually,
Mhm.
I just also want to point out, I like the detail of the backgrounds too. Like, not just the glitchy, but like, there's a lot of detail for a simple background.
Oh yeah,
Like, you
look
see
at all
the
that.
trees out, out the window.
Mhm.
Oh, wow, that.
So,
Because
what
there's
we
just
got
so
here
much
next?
color going on here. It all
So-
works together so nicely.
KatzianXero?
KatzianXero is what, yeah.
This is called
KatzianXero.
Festival night, or time for the
The
festival.
festival that we
that
never
should have
got.
happened.
The festival
festival
that
we-
never
It's
was.
the festival we. Let's see. It's the festival we needed, but not the one we deserved. Not the one
I-
MC deserved.
We
Look at-
wanted, but we never deserved.
Look at I do like that Sayori's the one like kind of. It looks like she's the one kind of taking the picture, and then just like
And then
Again.
What? She looked like the one photobombing.
Oh, she could be.
What's with the hand there?
head pats.
Wait, which?
Are nice, but what? Like the left hand of Sayori.
Oh, her left hand?
Oh, she's like.
Oh,
I don't know. It looks like you
okay.
kind of do a peace sign of sorts, but
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
I
doing
see.
it.
I saw it backwards.
you got the thumb up. Who?
So there's so many colors and lighting and expressions
This-
here.
This looks like this reminds me of some other. Oh, I can't think of it, but it definitely reminds me of something. Oh, you know what? It reminds me of the Toradora festival, like the Christmas,
You mean the horrible father festival?
the
Tiger
Christmas.
Sunshine- Oh, the Christmas party. The Christmas episode that ended up in absolute heartbreak and crying.
Can
not
we
gonna-
not,
Okay,
please?
the party.
Can we not
ruin
spoil
the
it?
mood?
I want to see this.
The party part. Yes. Now I'm picturing the song that they sing in that, like.
Oh, Silent
Chris-
Night.
No, they saying like when Taiga and Amine say.
Oh, Holy Night, yes.
Holy Night.
Oh,
Yeah,
Holy Night, sorry.
In Japanese,
Close
and
enough.
it was like, and I'm just picturing in all of these girls at the festival, and it's such a nice
Just kind of like
atmosphere.
hanging out.
I wanted it. I wanted that.
Did
It didn't
Natsuki
happen.
get her fried squid?
Did Natsuki get her fried squid? This is the question.
It's the real question that matters.
That's the question that matters.
You know,
I
there's something odd. There's something really odd that I'm just noticing. I'm not sure if the same applies for Sayori and Net because their arms aren't completely in the picture, but Yuri's rocking short sleeves.
Wow.
I mean, it could just be the thing is rolled really high up.
Well, it's
Hey,
it's one of those
I get it. The artist wanted to show her arms were scarless.
Oh,
And I thank them
Right.
for it.
I
I mean, to be fair,
I mean, look, it's
Can we? I'm sure we're way over time,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, just got so. Okay.
wrapped up
Yeah,
in like
gotta
speculation.
get into. Sorry about that. So, man, the art.
And
What
let's-
can you do? It's good stuff. So,
It's yeah, the art's always a fun thing,
so
and
pulling
we
titty
love
sprinkles
we
back
just
up.
love commenting on art.
Alright.
So let's introduce
So, yes.
let's introduce our guests again.
So,
titty sprinkles.
so
But
okay. folks.
legacy. That's just how we will be remembered,
So,
as
any of
as
you,
the leprechaun has said.
if you noticed, there's been a lot of hype for this long-anticipated mod that was recently released, Doki Purist mod. With us, we have two members of the development team today to see what this hype is all about. Twiggy, Ninja, come on in, welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Twig. How are you
Hello.
doing? Ninja, you there?
Ninja, go ahead and
Hello, there we go.
Hey.
Okay, guys, thank you for coming on. So would either of you like to maybe just give a summary of what this mod is all about?
I haven't written anything down, so I think Ninja.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it, man.
we can be patient for Ninja, yeah.
So, I mean,
Hey, we're happy to have you on board, man.
yes, glad that was
Both of
able
you.
to work
It's
out.
really nice to just like, because you guys have been working on this for like almost as long as like Date Club's been in production and a bunch of other mods that started in like January or even before.
Twiggy, why don't you actually tell us what your role was in the development team?
So I was the composer for the mod.
He was a
This is the man, people, that made all that custom soundtrack.
All that fucking amazing music.
That
Well,
was-
thank you.
This man.
Oh,
Thank you. God
like-
bless.
I mean, like,
I mean, you guys have only played it a
we-
couple of times, but just hearing the really, it's been so cool to hear what we've already heard in such a short amount of time, and it's all unique, and it's just so cool to get
You're too nice.
special music for it.
Thank you.
can't you get it on? Can't you like? What was? You could download it and. How,
Oh, we should have done that, Grieve. Yeah, I think you can get it.
Right. But let's see. Yeah, it's not like on iTunes or something. But there is some.
I think it is technically on iTunes, but
Oh, is it?
I wouldn't recommend it because I think it makes you pay a lot for it.
Yeah, but you could pay. For, you can pay for it and such. And how did the? Okay, so Ninja's back with the description. The DDLC Purist mod is a mod that turns DDLC into a traditional dating sim. Each girl gets their own route, which fleshes out their, I guess, character and such. I guess you gotta.
Hang on. I will look.
Here, I can read it in the. Yeah, Ethan, go ahead and read it in the Discord.
Hang on, let me-
it's the description, but it gives us our happy ending. It gives us the
11
happy
plus
ending.
hours of new
Yeah.
content.
development, a new soundtrack, new artwork, multiple endings, etc. It's been in development since September of 2017,
So pretty much right after the game came out, just about.
and a dev team with 16 members.
And of course, Grieve asks if there's age seats. Don't answer that.
No.
Just tell him. Just
No.
tell him there is. Just tell him there is. He'll play it and get really disappointed, but he'll play pod anyway. That's the only way to get him to play. Okay, so. So I have to ask, what started Doki Doki Pure Spawn? What was this conception? Do you know, like, what really?
I was not there for the conception.
Wasn't there for the conception. Ninja? What about you?
You were definitely closer there than I was.
I mean,
Honestly,
I think the real conception of it, I mean, I'm just speculating out, just like, people wanted a happy ending.
Yeah, really.
Because-
It was just such a strong outpouring of people like, hey, this is fucking amazing. Can we see them happy now?
Can we see them happy? Yeah. Can we?
yeah, like we've had our trauma. Now we want to see
We've
what
had
we
our-
originally came for.
Exactly.
Like what we want, what we expected from the beginning.
You know, so the DDLC, the Doki Doki Pures mod has been in the makings for quite a while. Was there a point you guys believed that by the time it was done, the hype for DDLC in general was just going to die?
Oh, immediately. Right when I joined, I saw like how much we wanted to make, and sort of wrote up how long everything was going to take, and I immediately thought probably the fandom's going to have died down enough that not many people would play it. Not that that really discouraged me or anything, but it.
Well, you know what's crazy? The subreddit almost has 100,000 subscribers.
That is crazy.
Give it
Yeah.
up for 100,000! Cowbell somewhere. 100,000! Day 100,000!
Not only that, but like people are still coming in fresh to the vanilla game, and more mods are being made. I mean, mine's still in production, you know. So it's like we have a lot of stuff still coming out about a game that's almost a year old, and the fandom isn't, you know, it's like, it's really nice to see that people are still bringing in fresh stuff.
Yeah, so as Ninja continues to read that the widget's cutting off his text, I'll read out his answer for the
we can
previous
have
question
Lord
about the
narrate
conception.
for us. It's a wet dream.
Yeah, so he wasn't there for the conception either. He joined the team early into development, but not when the scenario was created. But he knows the gist of how it started. It was right after the original game came out in late September, and people were talking about how in the Doki Doki fan club Discord, the game was scarring them and whatnot. And eventually someone asks, hey, what if we made a mod to give a happy ending? And then the team started getting built around it. So yeah, humble beginnings, as he says.
Alright. So, on the note of music, how did you go about making an entire original soundtrack for this mod? Like,
Where do you even begin with that?
like holy, like you see all these other mods, they just borrow music, you know, royalty-free music, but this is like,
No, this is all custom.
Yeah, I think for a while I'd always wanted to work on a soundtrack for a game, and obviously it's hard to jump right into
Forgive this man. I'm sorry to cut you off, but forgive him. He's tired. It's 3 in the morning.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine, don't worry about it. Because it's, you know, it's not like I can just jump straight into professional composition or anything like that. So when I joined the team, I think I only had a little sample of the title screen music written, and so I sort of submitted that to them, and they were like, yeah, come on board. And then after that, I just sort of tried to make songs for each kind of emotion you'd see in a VN, because none of the story had really been laid out to me yet. And it was supposed to be about 10 songs or something like that. And it kind of just kept climbing when new scenes that didn't really fit any songs came up. And yeah, it was sort of just
Jesus.
all happened a bit quickly.
It's
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
it's cool that they got you on board, and just to see something on this big a scale have an extra layer of whoa, we have unique original music.
I gotta
Yeah,
download
that's not to put down like the original
Oh, no,
the competition
the
vanilla
original
game,
sound-
but
No, because I'm sure Dan did that himself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Dan
I'm
did
saying
music,
there's only so much that you can do with the original soundtrack. So
Yeah.
you just want to be able to inject your own. Right,
Because you'd
at some
expect
point.
an original soundtrack from, a real game. Like an official game, like the DLC. This is a mod. People don't
Yeah.
put that sort of effort into a mod. No, I mean, people put a lot of effort into mods, but you don't see that level of dedication all the time. It's like fan fiction. There is some gold ones out there that like make genuine good stories, but there's also a lot of just like, this is a shitpost. You get what I'm saying?
Latandis and your classic talking Doki agenda meme shitpost fanfic. Oh, I'm gonna circle jerk that thing until the cows come home.
Ninja says
Until Mr. Cow comes home.
Ninja says, I don't think any of the dev team members went into this project thinking we'd spend this long on it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I
Well, yeah.
feel that. I feel that, my dude.
Yeah, I can.
I mean, on that topic, how long did you think you'd be spending on it?
That's a good question.
I thought it would be done around 5 months at
Oh.
most, really.
Okay.
You have the
So-
mentality of mods. You think something's gonna get done
I
like
mean,
a survey within
sometimes a good thing takes time, but that can't always be the case.
The internal release predictions was May. And it definitely wouldn't happen. Yeah,
I mean, hey, you
you should have said you were going to eat a sock if you didn't do it in time. Okay, not,
I mean, you should have had a race with the March demographic results.
they would have won regardless how long they took. Okay, enough bashing on the mods. So,
We love you guys, please no ban.
did you run, so, with a mod like this, did you run into any legal issues making this mod, or concerns of that nature?
Only in terms of the soundtrack. So they planned pretty much from the beginning to sell the soundtrack. It's not exactly expensive. It's $250 on Bandcamp, but
Oh, that's
that
right, you
is
put it up on
obviously-
Bandcamp, that's right.
yeah, since it was an original soundtrack, you can I was able to get permission from Dan to sell the soundtrack.
You actually, like, reached out to
Oh,
Dan
good
and
on
asked.
him.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
had a
that's
few
awesome.
back and forths. Yeah.
That's good.
Do you
Um,
think he actually listened to some of that soundtrack himself?
I don't know. I sent it to him after it finished, but I never got a reply from him. So,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
but yeah, we had to change the logo of the mod because it was originally an edited version of the original logo, and
I was gonna say we
Obviously.
might have to do.
yeah, since I was selling the soundtrack with that planned as the album art, I had to change it because otherwise it would be using all of the sort of motifs of the logo of the mod. and
Original,
also
right?
in the actual music itself, I was not allowed to use any of the motifs from the game itself, like the.
Now,
I wasn't able to use anything like that.
I will say that some of the stuff that we've heard already is very it's definitely different enough, but it's very reminiscent of
Yeah,
the
there are some
original.
things that
That's
have
what I
the
was
same
going for,
feel. Susie and I have been playing it, and it's like, why? Like every time we have to like take every scene. It's like, hey, this is a new song. This is awesome. Listen to it. And it's
Yeah,
like,
we have to double take, and then like,
we have to double.
and then we
it
have
is
to
a
be
double
like,
take.
this sounds like this one, and it's like,
It sounds like this one, but not all of them sounded similar. But like, there's just a few that are reminiscent, kind of sound.
I'm sure it has, Ninja.
But man, it's good. It was good shiz. Thank you very much for that.
Poor Ninja. The pure Smud soundtrack has been burned into my head after doing so much playtesting. I barely remember the original DDLC soundtrack now.
Is the Pure Mod soundtrack on YouTube by chance? I don't think it is. But
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
it is?
Nice.
Hold on
It's
a
on
second. Hold on a
YouTube,
second.
Spotify, and Bandcamp.
Very nice.
Okay, can I just comment on this? Can I just comment on this slide? Sayori is drop dead gorgeous. Look at that dress. Look at those
You're
eyes.
fucking right.
What?
She's beautiful.
Yeah,
I love her.
Oh yeah.
And she's got longer hair in
the
there as well, doesn't she?
CGs, like, holy shit.
Can we talk about like who did the art and the CGs for this?
So it was. I'm pretty sure it was Peach Cake. I got some.
Oh, that's right. It was Pete.
Yes, and we've featured some of her art before.
Right.
She did 2 of them, and Tamashi did 1 of them. I can't remember which was which.
Yes, that's the.
Now that I'm looking at these 2 with Yuri and Monika, I'm like, oh yeah, that is totally Peach
Right.
Cake.
Yeah, Peach Cake did the Sayori, Yuri, and Monika CGs, and Fjord and Tamachi did the Natsuki CG.
Yeah,
that's
the
right.
I don't have the Natsuki CG up here because it was a joint one, and I wasn't sure where to go for that.
Mhm.
Plus, I was told it was a spoiler, so it's gonna be that.
Right,
but,
you want to avoid spoilers.
CG's in there. Okay, now, is there? So, for both of you, is there? What were some of the biggest hindering? What were some of the blocks hindering the progress of both your team and yeah? I haven't been drinking. I swear, my tongue's just twisted.
Words are hard.
What have been the biggest
Words
hindrances for
are
making
hard.
this project and for your
Words
respective
is hard.
for your respective departments?
I guess I'll go while he's typing. Like for me, it was just sort of like creative blocks. You know, every now and then I'd just have nothing to work with in my head, or like I'd kind of like some of the stuff I'd send to the team, I'd like half plagiarize it from other songs to get around writing original stuff, since nothing came to mind. I eventually got rid of all
my
the
God,
plagiarism, but
you're
That
Preach
as
into the
every
choir.
content creator's,
yeah.
every content creator's nightmare. in a nutshell.
as a writer, I feel your pain, dude.
In the end, I
It's
got rid
so-
of all of the stuff that was like very close to others.
Oh yeah, and understandable. A lot
Whether
of
whether
burnout
you're
from
composing
many
music,
team
like you're
members.
writing music, or you're writing a story, writer's block is real, and it hurts, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Just, oh, it's just, yeah. Writer's block
Or
is
can
the
you
worst.
use your erotic narration voice to read Twiggy? Sorry,
Yeah.
for Ninja.
Read Twiggy.
Yeah.
Right here.
I mean, hang on. I mean, it really was a combination of things. There was a lot of burnout for many team members. I mean, yeah, because again, nobody went into this project expecting to spend so long on it, and as a very interesting story about that regarding the writer's block. When I started writing the Natsuki route, my progress was pretty slow. I did like 1 scene a week. So yeah, I mean, eventually you got to pick up the pace. So
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
Right,
they-
right. Scene per day. Ooh.
yeah, like sometimes that helps. I mean, there is like a kind of a bit of a balance of a mindset, like between don't set yourself a deadline or set yourself a goal as well.
That's
The things like
another thing with working on like a mod of this scale. Like you're basically turning it into something just a lot bigger than what the original game had to offer, and you're writing so much more original material, and it's just like it's a lot harder to transform something from what its original intent was.
There's a lot of
yeah.
editing.
Yeah.
Editing there, yeah. I imagine.
Editing
it's
and
so
edit. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm so sure.
we got
I think there was a point at some point in the like soundtrack writing process. There was one point where I was spending like 6-7 hours a day writing, like solidly writing music, and there was a point I think I just had an episode in the middle of the development process, and it just like I was having all these ideas and trying to get them all down, and it just got to me to the point where like I was getting barely any sleep, and I could just like every time I wanted to take a break, something else would come up, and I'd try and fix something, and it takes its toll on you if you don't force yourself to take breaks.
Oh yeah, Greaves talking about it's like you get the ideas and you write them as you get them, instead of forcing them, and it's like a stream of consciousness thing. And then that's like how Greaves is saying he writes. So it's kind of it's very different for just any writer, whether you're writing music, writing a story, whatever you write. Y'all have a different way in which you go about getting around block and how you get around.
Ninja says the Natsuki had a lot of outline, so it made it a lot easier to track progress. That makes sense.
Right,
we gotta push this along here. So because we got a bit of questions. Is there anything you would like to go back and change if given the chance to make this mod again?
Oh, there are 5,000 things in the soundtrack that I'm not with. I think pretty much everything. There's like all these tiny things you don't notice when you're actually doing it, and then you actually finally release it, and you're like,
like you go back and look at it, it's like, I should probably change this, and then that. It's like, wait, the fuck does laundry list come from? Why is it rolling out the door?
Like someone mentioned one of my songs sounded like Kakariko Village from Legend of Zelda. I think it was Majora's Mask.
South said that.
What did she say? What?
I mentioned how one of the songs sort of gave me Kakariko Village vibes.
Yes,
That's a
series.
good thing, though.
Well, there's your correct.
It was not like exceedingly similar, just the bass like beat it had was kind of similar.
Yeah, it's that type of thing. Yeah.
Lord, do we want a copyright from Nintendo because you're too perfect with your whistling?
Ninja said.
What? Who was it?
You want to read Ninja?
Yeah, I think it was not particularly.
Don't go underwater.
You're muffled.
You're underwater.
You're drowning yourself.
Blob. Yeah. So. Alright, so I think for the Natsuki route particularly, I would change the pacing. There's a ton of time skips, and it was the biggest complaints I saw with people. When they played the route, they'd be like, this is good, why is it going so fast all of a sudden?
I mean,
That's an issue with when you write too much content, and you just like you gotta pick and choose or speed it up somehow, and it's
alright.
Yes.
This here is an interesting question, though. Something I was wondering. So a lot of people in the community have been speaking out about how we've lost touch with the dark side of this game and completely forget that it was a psychological horror. People that would say that this purist mod is reinforcing more of the happiness-only mentality that creates a community that denies its roots. What are your opinions on the matter? Like, do you believe we lost touch with the grimmer aspects of the game, or like, do you think that's a bad thing if you did? You know, a good thing? Like,
I think that people misunderstand the title of the mod because, you know, you think purist means, oh, it's really happy or something. There are a lot of endings that hit quite hard and a lot of sad moments in even the happy roots of the mod, and I think there is a lot of it's definitely not an all happy mod. I agree with the sort of horror aspect. Yeah, we wanted to get rid of that, but I think that's something that would really only work in the original game.
Yeah,
But it's a fair point.
Yeah, from what we've seen, at least as we've been playing through the purist mod, so far we've gone a fair bit into the Sayori route, and it definitely still it has that kick to it. It has that emotional punch that you just it's not happy and smiles and everything's pure and sunshine. It still has real heart and emotion.
It had
and
that.
pain.
It had that first layer of DLC that first hit that made it amazing. It's like, okay, this is a cute dating sim, but oh, these girls have legitimate real life problems that are so real,
Right.
and it kept
But
that.
that's the thing with a mod like this, especially with the way you guys went about it. You took out the horror, which obviously, that can only work in a certain context with another mod or like just with vanilla, but really emphasizing not just being a happy-go-lucky dating simulator and still keeping the real life roots of what was written into the characters is really, really it's a really nice touch to keep the characters human in a sense.
And what did Ninja say here?
Yeah,
Go, can you do it, Lord?
The relationships are hard,
hang on.
life is hard.
yeah, so yeah, like before the mod was coming out, it's all of people saying, hey, if it's not sad, then what's the point? But the purest mod does have its sad, tragic moments, and yes, some especially challenging scenes. And no spoilers to Monika's route, but it's definitely not happiness only.
Susie and I look forward to crying in buckets of ice cream while playing.
And again, I'm gonna state what he said. Relationships are hard, life is hard.
That's
Yep.
very true.
Yes,
Amen.
very true. Okay. So, with all the praise this mod has been getting, have there been any other criticisms aside what we just mentioned?
I saw someone say one of the songs sounded like something from Shrek, so that's nice.
Somebody once told me the song is trying to save me.
No, no, we're not gonna smash mouth in here.
I just did.
I've been lucky to not get.
You know why I did it? Because I ain't the sharpest tool in the
Stop.
shed.
Shut up!
Ain't the sharpest knife
Stop.
on the desk.
Stop.
Yeah, I've been quite lucky to not get too much criticism though, so
Yeah, it's got a lot of praise. Like, it hasn't been. It wasn't. It's not. It seems to be what a lot of people wanted.
yeah, which is good.
Oh, one big complaint is how short Yuri's route is.
Yeah, I saw that a lot.
Oh, from me. I haven't actually played it yet.
Sorry, Kiwi. You'll still get a happy ending.
Did you shop my lavender lass?
Second half, less than 2 weeks. Wow.
It felt incomplete. Okay, I mean, not everything is going to be perfect. It was a huge project y'all were working on, and
Oh yeah, and I mean, if that's one thing you got to be careful with is release demos until you feel like you have something complete. And I know you guys, you did what you could with your full release, and
I don't really think we're anywhere to give them judgment or advice.
what seeing as New Beginnings is still in crazy development.
Yeah,
yes, I
you're
know.
certainly not, but I didn't even think about that. But we're not gonna put some plugs in here. So for the route writing, Ninja, tell us what your aim was when creating the routes, or the route you made and the one you helped with. What sort of differentiation in this mod from the game did you want to emulate? Particularly in your Natsuki mod, I suppose. The Natsuki route.
As we wait, so Kiwi, how's your day been so far?
Has I assumed the fetal position?
Oh, might need a moment to answer that. Okay. Titties.
Lord, get out of here and go back to your team.
I'm sorry, I had to
Everyone
say
start-
it.
No, please don't smash mouth the chat.
Yeah, we're not smashing mouth here. We're not smashing mouth anywhere. Please.
I kind of want to do a Doki Doki, the Doki Doki version of it, though.
No.
How did
I'm
that
gonna go ahead and shut you down right now and say no.
How did it go?
Well, I don't know, maybe given the recent lights of how this purist Yuri route turned out and the reception to it,
Alright, he's got some stuff here.
I might need to use that as motivation to continue my own writing.
When I first started writing the Natsuki route, there was one thing I knew from the start. The main obstacle to overcome will be Natsuki's home life.
Yes.
Yeah. Like above all else, that was something I absolutely had to nail perfectly. Or at least near perfectly. Abuse is a very, very sensitive subject. It's super easy to mess up. Yeah, ain't that the truth. Like,
Oh.
I mean, I'm not gonna get in. into it.
No, yeah, you shouldn't. Knowing how you will.
Another issue was that DDLC was pretty vague with what Natsuki's home life was like. Act 2 gives some insight, but keep in mind, we were basing this off of Act 1 specifically. Yeah, there was a lot of creative freedom in that regard.
Because
Very
I mean,
true.
if we're going from Act 1, we can only insinuate that he's so strict.
So I
The
had to
abuse
think
wouldn't
about
have
what was
gone for
best
Act
to
2.
go ahead about it. Well, I mean, okay, when Natsuki was crying,
Insinuate.
that was not the tears of somebody who just has a strict father.
No, I mean she gets harassed at school as well.
I think there's less. I mean, I don't doubt that, but I don't think that was really because remember the thing about Natsuki's route. I think a very big reason why it's so vague is because this sort of subject, it's very hard to put in a game, and if we were in full detail about what it would have been about, it wouldn't have passed on Steam.
Yeah.
It would not have gone.
In the end, I based a lot of Natsuki's relationship with her father off of my own relationship with my dad. Like, it was obviously different in many regards, but many of the same themes and lessons
Back
were in
to,
there.
Oh, buddy.
We were so the ninja said. What was the last thing he said? Okay, home life like Act 2 because keep in mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
sorry.
just caught up. I've just caught up with that.
So I had to think about this way to go about it. In the end, I based a lot of Natsuki's relationship with her father off my own relation. Oh, that's what you read. Like it was
I just read
obviously
that.
different in many regards. but many of the same themes and lessons were in there.
Oh, buddy. Sorry to hear. Oh.
Okay. So, well, I mean that's some real life experience that you could use to. I mean, that's a good source. Like in terms of writing. I've got the soundtrack. I've got the Pure Spawn soundtrack up right now. Hope you don't mind.
One
Are you
more
gonna
thing.
copyright me?
Yeah. One more thing I was worried about was how people were going to react to how the abuse was handled. Like, I don't want to give out spoilers, of course. But I felt that players were going to go in with very specific expectations. Yeah, because I mean, it's all too easy when you think abuse. You're obviously thinking it's all just gonna be physical, and you're just hiding bruises and whatnot.
Abuse in there. I mean, I don't want to go into. I mean, I definitely have my idea of what it's like based entirely on just analyzing her behavior. It says a lot. I have a massive paper on it with the correlating. Anyway, yeah, I can just say continue reading.
Yeah, and I knew that I couldn't please everyone. And yeah, when the mod released, there were people dissatisfied with how it was handled, but there were also people who were very glad to see how it was done. And
you gotta find a good balance.
You can't go. yeah, it is. Yeah, balance is the right word. Like, you can't go too much on either end.
Yeah, because I mean, you got people that don't even think about one side of the spectrum at all, like, and then when they see that's taken into consideration, then they don't know how to react to it. It's like, oh, I was expecting this, and that. Yeah, I think one thing I was going for when writing it was to show that abuse is not a black and white situation. It's extremely complex. And when you go with that approach, it's going to be controversial. I expected that, but ultimately I'm satisfied with how I did it.
Well, I mean, it's good to be.
I think a lot of people would agree with that as well.
I mean, I can't wait to play it, because we're doing it next.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing that, and I will let you know. Like, well, I mean, all I can say is that you're going to know when I finish it, because I'm either going to be praising you or cursing you.
And can I just say one thing to you, Plato?
Yes.
Don't give him a lecture.
I'm not gonna go.
Say that now.
I'm not going to go into behavioral analysis here about abuse. Okay.
Okay, don't give him a lecture when you get done. Don't go that far. Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
I'm got nothing.
Turn off your student brain for a goddamn second.
Oh, hey, one thing you should know ahead of time. One thing you should know ahead of
Then I
time.
should know.
As
Oh
we
no,
wait.
are there choices? I can't handle choices.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
We spent like
are you
30
going to
minutes.
spit the water out you're drinking, or are you going to spit the water out you're drinking, or spit the water out you're drinking?
I've heard of that one.
Oh, shit.
While there is technically a good ending and a bad ending, I plan for a final choice to be a bit ambiguous in the end. So don't feel bad, but whatever choice you pick, both are
valid for different
reasons.
reasons.
That's
Oh, I
I'm
don't
scared.
like that.
I
That's
don't
ominous.
Like that.
That's ominous. Ooh.
Oh,
Not a,
oh, okay. Okay. You'll know when I finish. Twiggy, not you, Twiggy. I have no gripes about what you made. Everything, you made great stuff. Okay, so let's see next. Now, without any spoilers, what routes have been your favorites? Personally, I mean, if you even remember any of them.
I never really read any of them.
Oh, didn't you have to compare music to the atmosphere?
Sorry?
Didn't you have to compare the music to the atmosphere?
I compared the music to the scenes, and I knew what the scenes were about. I didn't actually read the story.
Do you even have a favorite Doki?
I've played tested so much that my opinions on each route are kind of clouded at this point.
You know, that's very fair, Ninja.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Okay.
Like Monika route, but after doing 3 or 4 playthroughs of it when it's 5 hours long, yeah.
You know.
So what do you guys think made this mod so successful?
I think it's because of the amount of content and the like it's all one package. Not many mods I've seen. Not that I keep up with it that much.
And Ninja says circumstances behind it. Now, one of the
that is true. I do remember.
That's
like,
right,
seeing
right.
Like I remember seeing it. It's like, oh my god, a mod that has a happy ending. I'm so excited for this because I didn't really see that before. Like maybe I saw a few here and there, for specific routes, but
right. I think, yeah. Now, if you guys, once you get done with this, to build off that point, a lot of time to build up hype. Do you think that, it kind of got underhyped, overhyped, or like was there, right in the middle? Is it, was there like a hype spectrum? I guess would be a good way to put this.
I'm not entirely sure actually.
Ninja's got a good point, when you say this mod's been in development for 10 months, that gives people, it's definitely appealing. I think before releasing it was building up and then slowed down a bit around release. Because it started reaching a point where people were like, okay, seriously, when is this coming out? I remember thinking that.
Right.
But then when it did release, it exploded. Yeah,
Right,
it pretty
right.
much
Definitely
did.
explode.
Damn.
Sure, the soundtrack has very close to 1,000 views. now.
8,000 Discord members.
Whoa, on that
Check.
day. Whew.
The
Oh, wait.
soundtrack-
Messages.
No.
I meant messages.
Messages.
That's more messages I get in a lifetime.
I'm a little...
It's fine, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, really.
she was it. Yeah, I'm sure we all do with our different projects.
The soundtrack is currently on 19,000 views on YouTube altogether.
Woo, boy.
And 2,500 of those were in the first day.
Man.
So, I went onto Google in an incognito tab, and I put in NEOC and looked at autofill suggestions. And then, one of the first suggestions there was
I put in
this
DLC
mod.
and looked at the autofill suggestion. Oh, you're reading. Oh,
Wow.
you're reading. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
let
reading it,
him
yeah.
read it.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that someone could look up DDLC and see our mod there.
It's pretty crazy.
Like, I can imagine just all the emotions you'd be going through at that time.
Mm-hmm. It's really nice to see a project. I don't care what scale it is. It's really nice to see a project like take off and get up off the ground and see that you're getting a good reception. Like I felt the same way. I'm sure Lord P, you can vouch for this when we got TD off the ground. Like, oh my God, we're actually doing this thing, and people are excited,
Oh boy,
people
yeah.
are interested,
No,
and
something-
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And here we are
Didn't
doing
even
our
feel like-
7th episode.
And, yeah, but it got back on.
It didn't even feel like that long ago, honestly.
No, yeah.
Okay. Now.
Hold up. So more. Yeah, one thing that sticks out to me in terms of launch day is that on the Discord I talked about there being 8,000 messages, but like, I kept every channel unmuted.
Yeah.
So like you got 8,000 beeps.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
So literally every minute.
So
a message.
literally every minute a message had been sent. And you go to the server to see what it was.
Then click off 1 minute later more.
How many of those were at everyone's?
Was it Snake?
Hey, now.
Hey, there are plenty of things you will never let me live down. So.
That's very true. I can let you have this one, I guess. Until I sacrifice you to my cult.
Make sure eat some food sandwich if you're hungry. All right, so are there any shout-outs to the rest of the team you want to make? Because it was a big team.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
16 people. We honestly, that's how big our mud team started out, and yeah.
Yeah, the whole team was super helpful with feedback for the soundtrack. I think Ninja actually definitely stands out as someone who helped out a lot. Like with pretty much every song he was giving his input on, which is really helpful. But and Yuri's writers, Mikhail and Snake Wrangler.
Snake Wrangler?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
I gotta run. I gotta go.
They really helped.
Where do you think you're going?
I was having a lot of trouble with Yuri's theme, and it went through about 10 revisions, and it all just didn't sound right, and they gave a lot of help to that to make it sound somewhat usable.
So Ninja shouting out Taboo, and the artists.
Hundreds of hours of coding out artists. Yeah, given how those CGs turned out, you couldn't have done it without them.
Yeah, I love the CGs, and they're more than the others the others we're going to see. Really look forward to that. It was a lot of fun to work on the team. I can imagine projects like that bring people together in ways. It's great.
Like ours, and like yours, and like everything else we've been involved in with this community. It's really fun to see how something as small as a visual novel like this can build a community that is building so many projects, is taking so many things and doing really great work, creative work around it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll bet 10 months, a lot of time for stuff to crash and burn, especially with so many people on the dev team.
Yeah. I can, yeah.
Well, there are a lot of people. I wish we could have gone everyone on, but obviously that couldn't exactly work.
That would have made voice chat a bit of a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it does. I don't like clusterfucks. But anyway, so are anything else you would like to say to the audience, fellas? Just you got the stage here.
Oh my god.
Twiggy, oh my god, I'm tired.
Sorry, man. I mean,
That's alright.
you can tap out here if you want. Perfectly fine. That's why we
Okay,
got
I'll
two.
just say
Get
you
some
to
rest, man.
everyone.
It was wonderful having you on.
thanks, man. I just like thank you to everyone who supported us for like 11 months. It's really great that so many people enjoyed it. And I'm really happy that everyone had a great time playing it.
And honestly, you can, both of you are very welcome to stick around with us and like hang out with our community and keep in touch with us and all that sort of thing. We're not going anywhere for a while, so.
Alright,
Sounds
well,
great.
Twiggy should be going somewhere right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
thanks
should.
for
Get
coming.
it.
Into his bed.
In my bed.
Alright.
Yeah, you get yourself some sleep, bud.
Yeah, see ya.
Alright. And Lord, would you like to read what Ninja said?
Yep. I know there was I know there was a lot of waiting involved, especially since we never released a demo or anything. Yeah, it's kind of surprising and I had seen people on launch day who were there since the mod first started developments, and those guys are definitely the true MVPs. And to see those people stick with us was with us was so gratifying. Jeez, now I'm one being illiterate. I speak good English, I swear.
I speak good English.
Oy.
No, it's probably not, and it's
Nah, I don't.
that happens with everything you make.
Man, I mean, hey, as long as you're happy with the final product, that's all that really should matter as well. That's the one thing that matters above all else at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well. Whew. Thank you so much for joining us. It has been slamming. Thank you for bringing
Yeah.
us. Thank you for bringing us this happy ending we've all been wanting. I can't wait to get around to the Natsuki route. Yeah. Fill out the rest of
Test
it.
out, give Ninja some feedback on that
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
mean, like I said, you'll definitely know, because I'll either love it or not. Yeah, thank you so much. It's been great having you on. Music was phenomenal, Twiggy, and for...
Oh,
Aw.
I don't like it much anymore. Oh,
Wait, what?
What?
Oh,
You
look
don't
what
even like
Ninja
it.
wrote.
I don't even like it.
Define it.
I feel like that's the curse
mean,
of
yeah.
most creators,
Yeah,
though.
That's a lot. That's a lot of content creators.
Yeah, the artist is their own hardest critic.
Yeah, because I mean, if you remember, when we were talking to Pouchy about when she did the MMD animation,
Right.
Doki
She
Forever.
really, yeah.
and she said like there was like a lot of things she would have wanted to go back and fix.
Like, I finish a story, and when I write my next story, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking with the last one? Yeah, I mean, again, like, it's curse, the creator's curse, you know. But
Yeah, that's-
Creators curse, eh?
we can attest to that for sure.
thanks for being on here. Thank you very much for giving us this happy ending. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah.
Still have to figure out, but it's good to have you. Thanks for coming on. Okay. See ya, Shams. Alright.
Yeah, bye, Ninja.
1 second. Yes, thank you very much for being on. Chat widget. There we go. Now,
Ah,
hold on. Let me.
As the
think
chat,
that
as the
wraps up-
chat corrects Plato's pronunciations.
What did I say?
Natsuki.
What did I say? Natsuki. Yes, it's Natsuki. Whatever. Okay, so let me get some less. Hold on. Let me get some. I love the soundtrack, but I gotta get more happy music up. Okay. So I've got some announcements to make real quick. Open this back up. Okay. Well, first, I mean, obviously, we're wrapping up here, folks. It's been great getting back in the saddle. How do you
absolutely.
feel about it, Chams? Like, how do you feel about this one?
I think, for being out of the rhythm for so long, we're doing pretty good. I'm glad to be back.
I am very happy to be doing this again. It's been a blast.
it's felt like it's been too long.
Yes, absolutely too long, and I've missed you guys. Like it's.
Yeah.
I haven't heard your voices in so long, I missed it.
Alright.
Well, it's Snake anyway.
Yeah.
See?
I was
At least
gonna say
miss us.
you're stuck with a leprechaun for.
Yeah, she's not.
Hey,
That's
now,
true.
hey, seriously, can you give the leprechaun a playful jab for me, please?
What?
How about a not so playful one for me?
That
Thank
was
you.
her. Yeah, that was her playful. You don't want to ignore her. Not so playful.
Thank you.
What is it? Just socking you right in the cheek?
Don't worry, I just punched him with the shoulder.
Okay. So, quick announcement.
Announcements, you were saying.
There will be an after show discussion post. So you fellas can tell us what you thought about the show. in
Yeah,
case
I
you
should
have
definitely
content
get
ideas
on that.
and suggestions. If you want to help us out and give us more content to work with or interact more directly, hop into our Discord. We can talk, you can talk with us more on, advertising your art, mod, other general projects, because we are really going to start pushing to show more things this community needs, and with less emphasis on how much attention particular things have gotten. The source pages for the content will be posted there as well, for all of the art projects, and the video will be uploaded to YouTube, and it will also be in the link in the description to the video uploaded. It'll be on YouTube. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. Thank you everyone for coming by.
episode 3!
We are making improvements to this show. We're working to make a lot of improvements here. Just stay tuned for future episodes to see what comes around. We're going to try to get a lot more community content, audience interactions, and a more ideal time frame for our European lads and lasses. I honestly can't guarantee when our sucks. But keep in touch with us on our other mediums, such as the Twitter or Discord, so you can be notified when we start doing things.
Honestly, we could really use a lot of love on the Twitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing a lot more live, like, on the spot, like, updates on such, on words. We're gonna be doing a lot more frequent posts other than just announcing what's going on. Just like, hey, this is what we're doing in development right now. Hey, this is nothing such. But anyway, any last words, anyone?
I love you all. It's great to be back, and I am tired, and I really wanna, you know, I really wanna see more stuff come from us, and really cool things come as things change, and we hope to keep this show around for quite a bit as the community keeps growing and everything.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Lord, any parting words?
I think Snake covered everything
You're
that I
under-
wanted to
you're-
say.
You're underwater
You're
again.
being muffled by pillows. I'm just trying to.
Blub blub.
Blah, blah.
Can I please have a snorkel?
Yes, here you, there. Now we can hear you now.
No. As I was saying, yes. Snake pretty much covered everything that I was gonna say. Wrapped it up pretty nicely and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Susie?
Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Where's my words?
It's
Word.
okay, you're nearly drowned right now, so I understand.
Whatever.
Okay.
You know, I'll just type it. I'll just type it in the
Okay,
chat.
you do that. Susie, any
Put the
parting words?
thing back.
And then my words will be.
Love you all. Love you.
Okay. Very predictable.
Very Southern Light. Very much like that.
Indeed. Alright.
Blah blah blah.
Thanks. Blah, blah, blah. That's what you're.
Oh, and yes, we will probably be hanging around General VC in the Discord for a little bit. So,
Well, I
we
think Susie and I are going
Well,
to go
I might not be able to because I've got a couple of
No?
things to sort out. I might join later on.
okay,
but
yeah. Then, I mean, we've got a
I'm
whole
thinking-
weekend ahead of us. We can hang out with everybody then.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so.
Oh no! What have you done?
What?
Verse, what did you do?
I've made a
No,
basic
no,
version
no,
of
no,
Doki
we're not-
Doki Smash Mouth.
Should I keep? No, okay. Put it in the Discord. If people really want to see it, they can go to the Talking Doki Discord and see what he puts down.
Yes.
If you really want to see that.
Alright.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Till then. So, all right. That's a wrap here. We're gonna see you next show. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I love this community so much. Thanks. And remember, never stop doing what it takes just to find that special day. Schlonzer.